station at LC. Gaining altitude.
Side ops list updated. Mission list updated. Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan. Deploying.
Boss, the Soviet engineer is being held prisoner at the Wak Sin barracks. You need to find him and get him out. He tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Wak Sin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target.
Boss, your target just happens to be the man who developed your prosthetic hand. And he's the only one capable of maintaining it. If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Ocelot said the number of private forces is increasing, and they've modeled themselves after us.
They're a far cry from the likes of us.
But why? 9 years ago we made enemies of the world as a nuclear-equipped force, independent of ideology or state.
Yes. Sooner or later, the real UN would have stepped in.
So why are they giving these PFs free reign?
That's our fault, too.
What do you mean?
What happened 9 years ago was a real problem for a lot of people. An organization as big as ours, with our facilities, was wiped off the map. Not an easy thing to hide. But if our existence came to light, so would the names of our clients. We had contracts all over, east and west, from superpowers to banana republics. The lot. Our clients denied all association with the likes of us. They had to make sure things didn't blow up on them. But they missed us. They really missed us. The demand for armies for hire was as strong as ever. The international community turned a blind eye to what happened, despite still needing people who could do our jobs. History couldn't afford to lose us. As soon as we were gone, they needed a replacement. So private forces spread everywhere. They're all just a phone call away.
But still.
I know. PFs are totally different from what we envisioned. Nation-states, revolutionaries, terrorists. They have a lot of clients, and Cypher is one of them. Cypher stays anonymous, but I know their work when I see it. In the eyes of those clients, the world's PFs are all just expendable pawns. The clients don't have to worry about losing their own men. Nobody knows they're involved, and PFs are cheap. In short, the world is chewing up soldiers and spitting them out. Even some of the old Mother Base's survivors are still working for PFs. Some guys created their own smaller forces. Others were taken on by emerging PFs. Everybody's gone their separate ways. But none of them are living their dream, because they're not fighting with you. Of course, I tried to headhunt as many of them as I could for Diamond Dogs. It was all a waste of time. They said they weren't interested.
That's the Waksin barracks.
Now you're back.
The target is somewhere inside that outpost. The Soviets consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner.
And economies. What is a nation? Just a patch of dirt. The bonds among us will surpass nations, and that's what'll put the world under our control. We'll establish a new kind of country, redefine the very concept of it. Even Cypher will be below us. An extraterritorial federation of military nations. The United States of Force. Once word of Big Boss's return starts...
Ocelot said the number of private forces is increasing, and they've modeled themselves after...
There are far... just expendable pawns. The clients don't have to worry about losing their own... In short, even some of the old Mother Base's survivors are still working for PFs. Some guys created their own smaller forces. Others were taken on by emerging PFs. Everybody's gone their separate ways. But none of them are living their dream, because they're not fighting with you. Of course, I tried to headhunt as many of them as I could for Diamond Dogs. It was all a waste of time. They said they weren't interested without you to lead them. But now you're back. And everything's gonna change. We'll unite all private forces under you, transcending nations and economies. What is a nation? Just a patch of dirt. The bonds among us will surpass nations, and that's what'll put the world under our control. We'll establish a new kind of country, redefine the very concept of it. Even Cypher will be below us. An extraterritorial federation of military nations. The United States of Force. Once word of Big Boss's return starts traveling, that'll be our true deterrent against Cypher. In other words, no one will dare to come gunning for you.
How do you figure?
Cypher lacks a large-scale fighting force. PFs are the perfect tool for them. But those PFs revere you, the legendary Big Boss. If Cypher killed you now, they wouldn't take it lying down.
Sandstorms come in. Sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf. But that goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage.
Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP.
You have arrived at your destination.
Мы осмотрели сектор, ничего не нашли. Отзываем поиск. Прием!
Это КП, понял. Не расслабляйтесь. Они еще могут быть рядом. Конец связи.
The enemy's given up their search for you. But they're not giving the all-clear just yet. Stay alert.
Это КП, понял. Последующие потери неприемлемы. Держите ухо востро. Конец связи.
КП, это Зоя-2. Мы под огнем! Оружие с глушителем! Его слышно! Прием!
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
Конец связи.
He's coming too. Roger that. Find the target in the Waksin barracks and get him out alive. The target should be somewhere in that area. subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
КП, это Зоя-2. Какого-то бедолагу унесло на воздушном шаре. Возможно, на базе лазутчик. Жду указания. Прием! Это КП, понял. Всем боевым группам проверить окрестности. Избавиться от чужака. Конец связи.
Extraction failed. Extraction failed.
Внешняя радиосвязь вышла из строя. Мы не можем назвать остальные силы. Прикопайтесь и удерживайтесь своими силами. Конец связи.
Extraction failed.
Boss, leave the intel files till later. The enemy's on combat alert.
You have arrived at your destination.
КП, это Зоя-10. Никаких признаков противника. Обыскиваю местность. Прием. Это КП, понял. Обыщите каждый угол. Они где-то здесь. Конец связи. Штаб, это КП. Возразился огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ, но потеряли врага. Враг может все еще прятаться поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Штаб, это КП. Ответьте. Штаб, ответьте. Штаб, это КП. Штаб, прием. Потерял противника. Ищу последней точки соприкосновения. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Будьте очень внимательны. Реагируйте на каждое движение. Конец связи.
Lost Sand is a major outpost that links this region together. It's huge, and its position in the mountains makes it hard to attack. Don't take this one lightly.
КП, здесь Дмитрий 9. Противник ушел из виду. Собираемся обыскать местность. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Не позволяйте им застать вас врасплох. Будьте начеку. Конец связи. Штаб, это КП. По нам велся огонь. Открыли огонь в ответ, но потеряли врага. Враг может все еще прятаться поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Штаб, это КП. Ответьте. Штаб, ответьте. Штаб, это КП. Штаб, прием.
Either destroy that, or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. Of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.